All right, guys, sorry about that. I messed up, so I had to start. So this will be my round-by-round prediction video for the WN playoffs. They differ a little bit. The WNBA differs a little bit from the NBA, where you have 8 teams that make it out of each conference, the East and Western NBA. You have a total of 8 teams that make it for the WNBA. So, yeah, where you have a total of 15 games in the playoffs that you can pick from each round for the NBA, you only have 3 rounds in the WNBA. So you have a total of 15 games total between first round, second round, Eastern and Western Conference Finals, and the NBA Finals. So that brings up to 15 games total. Whereas the WNBA, you have 4 games you can get right in the first round. Obviously, 4 in the first round, 2 in the second round. That puts it up to 6. And one you can only pick 1 team in the WNBA Finals, so that's 7. The WNBA, obviously, they have a lot more teams, so yeah, you know how that works. I did actually really well in my NBA predictions this year. Let's see if I can do good in the WNBA. I think I had double-digit. I think I had, like, out of 15 games, I went, like, I think I went 9-6 or 8-7, something like that. Overall, including the playing games, I think I won 12 or 13. I'd have to go back and look at it, which I might do later on, but here we go with the WNBA. Just remember the WNBA, NBA is best 4 out of 7. WNBA playoffs are a best 2 out of 3. So I'm going to start off with the number 1 Minnesota Lynx defeating the Golden State Valkyrias 2-0. So going with the sweep there. Golden State's had a good year, but Minnesota's just really, really good, and I don't see Golden State getting a win there. But so yeah, going with the number 1 seeded Minnesota Lynx to defeat the number 8 seeded going with the number 1 seeded Minnesota Lynx to defeat the number 8 seeded Golden State Valkyrias 2-0. And then I'm going with the number 2 seeded Las Vegas Aces to beat the number 7 I'm going with the number 2 seeded Las Vegas Aces to beat the number 7 seeded Seattle Storm 2-0. And the next matchup, this is where I'm going with an upset because I'm biased. I'm going with my number 6 seeded Indiana Fever to beat the number 3 seeded Atlanta Dream. Probably not going to happen, but I can wish. But anyways, I'm still going with the 6 seeded Indiana Fever to beat the number 3 seeded Atlanta Dream 2-1. And in the last matchup, I'm going with the 5th seeded New York Liberty to defeat the I'm going with the 5th seeded New York Liberty to defeat the 4th seeded Phoenix Mercury 2-1. That is my first round. Playoffs start Sunday. Y'all enjoy. Let's go Fever.